Every week you start with good intentions, and every week you end up wondering where the time went. You were busy. You know that. But were you productive? Did you actually move the needle on what matters? Your priorities. Or did you just survive another 7 days? By the end of this episode, I'm going to give you a simple weekly reset template that helps you close out each week with clarity and start the next one with focus. 5 steps. Takes about 15 minutes. Easy. Changes a lot of what you're doing. So stick around because this is a system I use to stay locked in week after week. And if you want the full template so you can use it yourself, I'll tell you how to get it at the end. Let's get into it. This is Your Daily Real Estate. It's a podcast. It's a show, 5 to 10 minutes every single day to help you grow your business. I'm Tristan Ahumada. I've spent the last 22 years helping this industry change from the ground up. Agents, brokers, teams, corporations, you name it. And here I am again, helping you. If you're a real estate agent who feels like you're always just too busy and never getting ahead, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Monday hits and you have a plan. By Friday, you've put out fires, answered texts, showed up to meetings, inspections, responding to a whole bunch of emails, angry clients, something at home, you're kind of tired. You know how it is. And somehow your big priorities didn't get touched. And deep down, you know you're capable of more. You just haven't had a system to make sure the important stuff actually happens. So why does this keep happening? It's not because you're lazy. It's actually the opposite. It's not because you don't care. It's because real estate is reactive by nature. Clients call, deals pop up, emergencies happen. And if you don't have a system to reset and refocus, the week runs you instead of you running the week. Now, most agents think the problem is time management. But the real issue? You're not stopping long enough to review what happened and decide what actually matters next. You see, time management is about managing your time in the day, setting the appointments, making sure that you're showing up for them. This is completely different. This is identifying your priorities so that you're actually gaining momentum. You're moving ahead. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to be reactive with your time management, and that's going to get you nowhere. And if you're honest with yourself, there's a quiet frustration underneath it. You end the week tired, but unsure about what you actually accomplished. You start the next week already behind, and the cycle just repeats. That frustration is normal. It shows up when you're working without a reset, when every week bleeds into the next with no clear wins. That's hard. No clear lessons and no clear plan. You think you have one, but not really. I know this because I lived the cycle for years. I used to measure my weeks by how exhausted I was. I'm like, am I too tired to keep going? If I was tired, I must have worked hard. But tired doesn't mean productive. Unfortunately, busy doesn't mean effective. And a lot of that changed when I started doing a weekly reset. A simple 15-minute ritual at the end of each week that forces me to look back, check my alignment, and lock in what matters for the next 7 days. Here's how it works. Now, I know I'm saying 15 minutes. I would love for you to spend 30 minutes, an hour on this once a week, because this is for you. But 15 minutes will do too. Step 1, review the week that just passed. Write down 3 wins from the week, big or small. Celebrate something. Sometimes we forget to celebrate the small things. Write down 2 challenges that drained your energy or slowed your progress. Name them so you can learn from them. Note 1 lesson you want to carry forward. Just 1. It's probably going to be a lot. Just 1. Something you'll remember. Step 2, check alignment. Look back at last week's main priorities. Did you actually move them forward? Did you even have your priorities? Circle what mattered most. Cross out the distractions. Ask yourself one question. Did my actions match my bigger goals? Now let's be honest here. Step 3, reset priorities. Choose 3 priorities for the coming week, not 10, 3. Break each one down into the next small step so you can take in the next 48 hours. Make it specific. Write down one thing you will not do this week to keep focused. Saying no is just as important as saying yes. You've heard that before. Step 4, plan your energy. Pick one thing that will recharge you. Exercise, reading, time with the family, whatever fills your tank. Pick one area where you'll simplify or delegate to avoid burnout. You can't pour from an empty cup. Step 5, commit and share. Write your priorities somewhere visible, a journal. You know I'd bring up journals. A whiteboard, your notes app, somewhere you'll see it every day. And if you have a team or a group you're accountable to, post your 3 wins, 2 challenges, and 3 priorities. Sharing creates commitment. It creates accountability too. Now, if you're thinking, I don't have time for this, Tristan, that's exactly why you need it. 15 minutes at the end of each week, come on. It saves you hours of spinning your wheels through the next week. The agents who grow the fastest aren't the ones who work the most hours, and I know you know this. They're the ones who know exactly what they're working on and why. That's key. Once I started doing this, the whole weekly reset, my priorities started being more focused. I stopped ending weeks wondering what I had accomplished. I already knew it. I wrote it down and I watched it happen. I stopped starting weeks scattered. I had 3 priorities locked in before Monday. I typically do it Sunday. Monday morning, I was ready to go, and I stopped burning out because I was actually planning for energy, not just hoping I'd have some left. But the bigger win wasn't just productivity. It was becoming the kind of person who runs their week instead of letting the week run them. And that's what I'm watching happen with some of you. Now, picture yourself this Sunday afternoon. You sit down for 15 minutes. You write down 3 wins. You name your challenges. You pull the lesson forward. You check your alignment. You set your 3 priorities. You plan your energy. And when Monday hits, you don't wonder what to do. You already know. Imagine what your weeks feel like when you're not reacting anymore, when you're leading yourself with intention. See, that's where this leads. This isn't about my results again. I know I say that often, but it's about yours. You don't need another time management hack. You don't need to read another book for this. You just need a weekly rhythm that keeps you aligned and focused. So I put everything inside this weekly reset template, the 5 steps, the questions, the structure. This way you can take it and make it yours. That's what I want. And I want you to start running your weeks instead of surviving them. Now, if you're ready to stop ending weeks exhausted and confused and start ending them with clear intent and with the feeling of control, here's what I want you to do. Send me a DM on Instagram. This is episode 739. Just give me the episode number and I'll send you the full template. This is the one I use. Every step, every question, ready to use this Sunday or Saturday, whatever day you want to do it. And if you want to go deeper on this stuff, if you want systems like this for every part of your business and part of your life, it's exactly what we do inside of group coaching. We build habits. We share wins and challenges, and we hold each other accountable to actually showing up every week. But for now, just get the template. Take it, do your first reset this weekend. I want to know how it goes and watch what happens when you stop surviving weeks and start winning them. I'll see you on the next one.